About 10 years have passed since that incident, and I still think that it was all the same. A chain of accidents or the real help of some higher powers, the guardian angel? Like most graduates of schools in small towns, after graduating from school, I went to study in a regional city. One day my grandmother broke her hip and never got out of bed. I traveled 120 kilometers home to help my mother wash a bedridden grandmother, to support both of them morally. Except for me, they have no one. I didn't have a car then. I traveled by intercity bus, left right after work on Friday, and returned back on Sunday. In order to leave on Friday evening, I had to go to the bus station in advance on Tuesday or Wednesday evening after work and buy a ticket. There are long lines at the station for tickets. In any case, I needed a ticket for every Friday, so I spent Wednesday evening in line. Here on one Wednesday, as usual, I got in line, tuning in to the usual long pastime. In front of me in line was a woman my mother's age. The woman asked me something, I answered her, and away we go. At first, of course, they complained about this line and the slowness of the cashiers. Then they just talked about neutral topics. About the weather, about politics, nothing special, nothing personal. So, after talking, the woman's turn came up. She calls my city, only the time is 18:30, pays and leaves. Behind her, the cashier immediately asks me. I call the name of the city and call her the same time, 18:30. Damn it, and I need something at 17:45, but the cashier is already writing me a ticket for this time. I take it, scolding myself. I work on Fridays until 1700, I get to the station in half an hour. And now I have an hour to spare. To drive home, a little of an hour, to hang around to the bus at the station, a lot. I did not ask for another ticket. I ran into the indignation of the queue and the screams of the cashier. I'll have to walk for an hour on Friday. Annoying, but not critical. This Friday has arrived. In the evening after work, I arrived at the station. The bus departs at 17:45, I think with anguish. What a fool, how did it happen? Now I would already be sitting by the window and hit the road. Quote, I waited for my flight at 18:30. The bus, as always, is full. There are no women in line. The seat next to me is empty. We were sold tickets one after another, respectively, next to each other. They don't send us for 3 or 4 minutes. They are waiting for a passenger to this empty seat. There is data that the ticket has been sold. We're on our way, let's go. Halfway we caught up with the bus at 17:45. He was lying on his side in a ditch. Next to the ambulance, the police, the bustle. Later, I watched and read about this accident on the news. A trailer somehow unhooked from a truck in front of the bus, and a collision occurred, as a result of which 5 people died on the spot. 2 more later died in the hospital. I came to my mother. I tell her, my hands are shaking, my voice is trembling. I had to go on that bus, if not for the woman who chatted me, who, by the way, didn't go herself. I understand that I can't remember it at all, even approximately. And I have an excellent memory for faces, professional. If I have seen a person at least once, even briefly, having seen him again, I can remember where and how we have already crossed paths. But I don't remember her, very vaguely, only outlines. After this incident, I continued to ride the bus at 17:45 without incident. 6 months later, my grandmother died. I stopped traveling so often. I think what it was all the same. A chain of accidents or the real help of some higher powers, the guardian angel.
Thank you for your attention. Subscribe to the channel.